Um, I truly didn't even know how to start off this stream. Um, but damn, it's freezing. God, I hope it doesn't rain today. Um, so I really didn't know how to start off this stream other than say, RIP Kevin Owens. And I say that because I found this tweet here that says this. So PWN has been told Kevin Owens is dealing with an undisclosed injury with no timetable set for a return to action. This put Owens' WrestleMania match versus Randy Orton in jeopardy with 15 days remaining. Until the show shows to an extent that alternative plans for Orton have been discussed, but no pivot has been made for Orton yet. Owens' last match came on March 1st, Elimination Chamber versus Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match. Once more information available, we will update this situation. And yeah, bro, I kind of don't know how to feel about this in a way because I mean, it's just bro, like that's wild. Like niggas not even being able to wrestle and shit like that, that is wild, bro. Because like I was really good. I wouldn't say that I cared too much about the match because yeah, I'll be lying, obviously, but um that is tough for Kevin Owens, bro. And we know how important, you know what I'm saying, WrestleMania is to him. He main evented WrestleMania twice. So this is gonna be a video that I definitely make tonight, maybe explaining more in depth. But Kevin Owens, this is sad to see, considering the fact that they built this storyline up for months and months and months and months. And I do wish Kevin Owens a speedy recovery. I really do. He's a great worker. He's a great wrestler all around. But yeah, this is kind of tough, especially just, with WrestleMania being around the corner and knowing how important being on WrestleMania is to him. Like it is pretty sad to see. And it is fucked up. But yeah. But honestly, Kevin, bro, we do still love you, bro. I like I said, I hope you get better before WrestleMania so you can have your match. Randy Orton, if it doesn't work out, I got some people in mind that I'll say on the video tonight or maybe after the stream. But yeah, bro, I do wish a speedy recovery, bro. And like Kevin Owens, knowing the type of person that Kevin Owens is, I know he can fight through this injury. It's just like a lot of shit that's holding him back. Like it's just niggas that just don't want him to do it. Maybe his family, maybe the doctors, maybe WWE, Triple H. Like me knowing Kevin Owens, he don't give a fuck about this injury, bro. He definitely does not give a fuck about this injury simply because it's like, bro, it's Kevin Owens, bro. His motto is fight Owens fight. Fuck all the character work, fuck all the, you know what I'm saying, all the perceptions on the internet, bro. Kevin Owens and doesn't give a fuck about injury. He will still fight. But it's probably just WWE just saying that like he can't compete. And it may be a serious injury because it is an undisclosed injury. Like they didn't really specify what the injury was, but yeah, bro, like I wish a speedy recovery, nothing but a speedy recovery. And yeah, bro, I hope the match does happen. Now my go live tweet was pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, bro. I just wanted to be funny with my go live tweet on Twitter. Yeah. At first I had saw it on YouTube and then it was just like and then I kind of find it funny because Kevin Owens is finna do a whole meet and greet. He's finna do a meet and greet on Sunday. hold on. Yeah, he's gonna do a whole meet and greet. So yeah, man, it's fucking tough, bro. Hopefully he heals, bro. Like Kevin Owens, I know you're a good performer. He's one of the best performers and shit like that. And I know him and Randy Orton would have had a decent little match. Probably could have been a banger. Probably could have been a banger. Not even gonna lie to you, but um, that is tough to see, bro. I do wish circumstances were a little bit better. Honestly, I did. But dude, I had fucking like seen like well, I seen fucking Swerve Strickland get power bombed through well, it's fucking AEW. So what do we really expect? Like the nigga got power bombed through like real glass and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? Dynasty is right around the corner. So it's kind of like he got a championship match with Mox. And like y'all doing that shit when like this pay-per-view is right around the corner. Like actually when is Dynasty? When is Dynasty? AEW Dynasty card. Damn, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Dynasty is on April 6th. Okay, so it's this week. It's this week. Um, and let me see. This is the card right here, chat. If I can find you. So this is the card right here. We got a Mox and Swerve for the World Championship. Triple threat match with Ricochet, Kenny Omega, and Mike Bailey for the International Championship. Um, Tony Storm and what's her name? Megan Bayne for the Women's World Championship. Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. The the Death Riders versus Rated FCR for the AEW Trios Championships, and Will Ospreay is facing Kevin Knight in the Owen Hart tournament. And it's gonna be Julia Hart and Mercedes in the Owen Hart tournament. Um, what I think about the Owen tournament is, and I seen who's all in there. I definitely wish that, you know what I'm saying, Athena was on the other side of the bracket, so like we can guarantee a Mercedes versus Athena finals match at Double or Nothing, because I heard that they're doing the finals at Double or Nothing this year. Um, well, they did it the first time, but yeah. But since that's not the case, and Mercedes is probably gonna win, um, I definitely think that the person that should be in the finals is. Damn, I was just talking about this yesterday. I do want to see Mercedes versus Tony, but at the same time, she really doesn't need to, considering the fact that, you know what I'm saying, she is. I gotta remember who was in the tournament because I had this discussion with myself yesterday, but I just couldn't remember. Like, it was a stat card. And I don't know if this meant, I think it's Chris Jericho Bandito for the Ring of Honor World Championship. It's still, you need to retire, my nigga. Simple as that. And Bandito is like one of the coldest niggas in the world right now, as far as luchadors go. Like, on some serious shit. And I keep seeing the same. I just, oh, I'm tripping. I'm looking at the wrong thing. But isn't that kind of wild that, you know what I'm saying? Swerve Strickland is main eventing back to back dynasties. like, like Swerve Strickland is really like the man. He is the man, and he carries himself with so much dignity and respect and just like swagger. That's why I wouldn't be mad if he does beat John Moxley at all, simply because of how, you know what I'm saying, amazing he is in the ring, his aura, his swagger, and just like how he's able to put on a storytelling 5-star match. We've seen it with Will Ospreay, we've seen it with Daniel Bryan, we've seen it with fucking Samoa Joe. You know what I'm saying? Christian Cage. Like we all seen it. And you know how much of an advocate he is with black wrestlers and just being a black world champion and stuff like that, and just carrying himself with just such a moral high ground. So I can see why not WWE, AEW would want to put the championship back on him. Like simply. But yeah, hopefully WWE is copyright my content today, because you know that they are good for that. I swear these niggas, WWE copyright system is fucking elite on me, my nigga. Like these niggas will not let me live with these goddamn copyright claims. But I don't want to get too many of them at a point where they like shut my shit down. Like I just don't want that. Well, hold on. Charlotte did like a little interview, like explaining her divorce and shit.
Run Windows,
You,
Linux,
fuck you,
and more
fuck
on your
you,
Mac
fuck
with
you, fuck
unmatched
you,
performance.
fuck you.
You were also going through, like in the middle of a comeback after training and getting your body together. Then you're also going through getting a divorce. And that's got to be hard because you got to get in the ring and you got to and do what you got to do, and you can't show that part. Like how did you handle all of that?
I didn't. I felt like I was failing at my job. I felt like I was failing in my personal life, and the embarrassment of being divorced again and then being compared to my father.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me gather myself.
There you go.
Do you think
We
it
got
ma-
you.
When I made the decision to file for divorce, the only thing that I kept thinking was like, I just didn't want anyone to know.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, I have failed again. And then my knee, and then I think, as women, I think men too, but it's like, everyone's probably thinking, well, she's going to come back a year older. She's going to come back less than. She's coming back off this knee injury. And
let me tell y'all something. I respect Charlotte, bro. I do respect Charlotte as a worker, I don't know too much as a person. I'm kind of on the edge about that, but I do respect her just as an in-ring performer, just as a hard worker in general. Like she did a lot of shit that she didn't have to do to kind of like elevate the women's division. Like if we well, I bring it up so many times, but she was one of the first women to main event, you know what I'm saying, WrestleMania and shit like that for a reason. Like she got the star power, she's Ric Flair's daughter, you know what I'm saying? She has more talent than he probably ever did. And she's athletic as shit. So it's like I don't want people to look at that clip that I put on TikTok and like Instagram and YouTube and think that, you know what I'm saying, I dislike her. I just don't agree with the fact that she had to win the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I do respect her. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against her. I don't have a hating bone in my body. You know what I'm saying? She's a legend in her own right. She's a future Hall of Famer, has a Hall of Fame career, 14-time Women's World Champion. And yeah, bro, I'm happy to see her succeed, bro.
fortunately, the WWE audience hasn't gotten to see the comeback of Charlotte Flair. This wasn't a Charlotte Flair redemption story.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a redemption story for me because everything that I have feared or been scared of or embarrassed of publicly, because everyone has an opinion, even though they don't know the facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just didn't. I have to keep. I don't even know where I was.
You know,
You know what I
it's the
mean?
thing, as a person who's been twice divorced, and everything hits you, and you get, and that fear hits you.
Shame.
It's the fear, the shame, but then when you rise up, Charlotte, did you feel like I
Yeah.
met this and I conquered this? Like you've gone through the fire in so many ways, and you are still strong. You are still standing. You are still that beautiful woman.
I got tons of respect for that.
I found my work.
My job. I do say the shit that I say about certain women. Like there's something that I said about like I think I said that men, you know what I'm saying, are people are more interested in men's wrestling. That's just the truth. But at the same time, it's kind of I'm all for women empowerment, my nigga. I just am. I'm all for it, my nigga. I'm glad that she rised up. But yeah, I'm all for women empowerment, my nigga.
You found your
I
worth.
found my worth.
And going.
I did say men are more likely to work the harder and more dangerous jobs than women, which is specifically a fact. Even though that has nothing to do with this, I'm just saying.
Through all that, and it
I'm all for women empowerment.
didn't break you.
It's okay not to be okay. That's what I learned. It's okay to take a moment, take a breather, to start over.
Yeah.
And I was able to keep the divorce a secret until I came back, won the Royal Rumble, and then I had I was on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Like hearing from Charlotte Flair after her Rumble win, her epic return, and then boom, everything hits.
Yeah.
The media, and everything that I had been scared of hit that day, and I was like, the fight's over. I have nothing to fight. This is me. This is who I am. I'm standing in my worth, and people can have their opinion. And like that. I think to the audience who watches wrestling, they don't know what Charlotte has been through to get to where she is, but I know. So
What
for
you've been through.
Ashley, this is my biggest comeback yet.
Absolutely, Mom.
For sure. 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 But I'm happy to see her succeed. She's apparently she's doing a good job. She's happy. She's in a good mental space. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all that matters. No matter my opinion, no matter anybody else's opinion. So you're in a good headspace. It is what it is. That's all that really matters. Damn, nigga, we right around the corner from WrestleMania. I'm so fucking happy, my nigga. Let's go, bro. And like this series, I didn't even expect this series to even, you know what I'm saying, to even go like to distance the way it did. I really didn't. And like, how many days are we till WrestleMania? Okay, so it's April what 4th? It's April 4th. Oh, I don't care. It's April 4th, right? April 4th. Them niggas probably gonna take down my shit. I really hope them niggas don't take down my shit, bro. Just get out of this bitch, bro. What was that woman name I just watched? Cause they said something about to take the copyright my shit. Sherry, please do not take down my content, bro. I already dealing with WWE doing the weird shit that they doing to me. Like, please do not take down my content, bro. So I'm already on good terms with YouTube. I am not trying to be on bad terms. I just got reinstated, my nigga. I am not trying to be on bad terms with you niggas. But yeah, WrestleMania is right around the corner, dog. And we made it so far in this series. It's so like, yeah, bro. I'm happy where we are. We gained so many new subscribers, bro. We gained so many new subscribers. let's see. Well, what's going on with the mid card, man? What we doing with the mid card? Oh, I did want to react to some shit with NXT, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Um, these niggas stay going live. Like the best of WrestleMania full match marathon and shit. Like, bro, come on. They got the full match with Roman, and that match was an hour long. Damn, I did not remember. Nigga, that was last year. Um, well, isn't it? It's Friday, ain't it? Chat. Yeah, it's Friday. Ray Phoenix making his debut. Ray Phoenix, that nigga is making his debut. Wait, okay, fucking, it's in Chicago, so we gotta wait till tonight. I was playing because WWE doesn't like doing shows in America as much anymore. This is their first time going back to like America's since like looking. I don't really know how long it's been, but yeah. Hold on. Here's the full match.
Now on the challenger to get the champion back inside of the ring. Title only changes hands by pinfall and submission.
And Saints knows that he gets the champion.
Nico Vance.
Well, and there's Izzy Dave with the title. No! Championship to the face. The official didn't see it because of Vance. And Saints is alive.
My arms are so kicking. Like I can't even hear right.
NXT Universe
Look at
rattling
OBS.
the WWE Performance Center. The main event. Just
You made me do this. You made me.
John Spears screaming out, "You made me do this." Looking for that C4 to put away Ricky Saints. Here tonight, Saints slipping down, able to counter. Up goes Spears. C4 to Sean Spears. Jensen, he's about to get his ass knocked out of that $500 shirt. Nico Vance just paid the price. Whoa, Jensen out.
All distracted.
Saints with them.
Saints is perpetual motion right now.
Another spear. Look into the eyes of the challenger. Spears wants him. Saints is marching in. Saints. Bam. Spear. Call for it. Hit it. Lock it in. Roll. Sham. Boom. And the revolution has taken its next step.
Here is your winner and the new NXT North American Champion, Ricky Saints.
He not only beat the champion,
North American Champion, Ricky Saints.
I like how they like got the real
North
name.
American Champion, Ricky Saints.
he not only beat the champion, he beat everybody in the culling to put gold around his waist.
You can see the emotion on Ricky Saints' face. There were tears in his eyes for a moment because the journey just took the next step. It all just became real for Ricky Saints.
And listen to the NXT Universe.
Wait a minute!
Ethan Page!
Just couldn't let somebody have it. Just couldn't let him have it. could you?
That damn egomaniac with his twisted grin just stole the smile off the face of everyone in the NXT universe.
Then everybody said they had to cut it off. They had to cut it off. But shit. Okay, temporarily, we can take that. We can take that. We can take it temporarily blocked. But yeah, damn, why my ears hurting? Tight ass headphones. I will be right back. Ugh. What are we doing? But it was kind of weird because I did just see. I did just see Ethan Page challenge for the TNA World Championship. So I wonder how that's gonna go. Hmm. Listen to this.
Authentic thing. And one of the big disagreements John Cena and I have had, and we had this disagreement behind the scenes, and we had this disagreement right in front of the camera, is he feels I'm not authentic enough, or as authentic as he was. And I think at this point, I'm pretty confident in who I am, and
proven it, yeah.
And exactly, I feel like I got a proven track record. But the answer is you can't be a hack about it. And maybe it's that let some of them who don't like you can't get them all. They may not like you. When I was wrestling Kevin Owens, he has a great fan base, just great equity in general. Most authentic thing.
Mhm.
And one of the big disagreements, John.
As far as authentic, John Cena is a lot more authentic than Cody Rhodes, for surely. John Cena is a lot more authentic than most people, most legends in WWE. Like, so he can smell when somebody is being just a smidge of fake can like attract John Cena. That's the main people who John Cena has targeted for the most of his career. Like, for example, Roman Reigns. He targeted Roman Reigns. This same shtick that John Cena is doing with Cody Rhodes is the same thing that John was doing with Roman Reigns. The only difference is that John Cena is a heel now. Because the thing is just Cody Rhodes is pushed to be the favorite. But and that's the thing that John Cena hates is just like we know that this isn't what you want, and we know that, you know what I'm saying, that this is just never gonna work. You're never gonna get over with the people, even though Cody Rhodes is pretty much already over. Cody Rhodes is just an experiment that worked. That's all it is. Cody Rhodes is an experiment that worked. John Cena's couldn't work too much, but John Cena didn't care. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care for the longest time because he knew that people were gonna come around. And they did at a certain point. So at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes is just somebody who, you know what I'm saying, the system was able to get over because he couldn't get over in the company that he created. That's really all it is to me, man. That's really all it is. That's kind of how I look at it. I don't know how everybody else look at it. Oh shit. I always looked at it that way though. Hmm. Drew McIntyre's trending? Hmm?
Someone recently called me the chosen one. I was the chosen one 15 years ago. Then I got fired to work my ass off, earn my way back to this company. I didn't call WWE, they called me the Clone. Lesnar eliminates. Wow, eliminates Lesnar. Claymore. Drew McIntyre star of Wrestlemania. Claymore. Claymore.
This is the only type of pity I do feel for Drew McIntyre. Because like he main evented WrestleMania, but it's just he couldn't do it in front of people. And y'all know 2020 was the most bullshit year of all time, nigga. And Drew McIntyre so happened to be the right person at the wrong time. So I kind of can understand his frustration, but at some point it does become a little bit too much. Like, yeah, I understand you want to change. Let me finish the video. At some point it does become a little too much. It's just like LA Knight said. Just crying about it 24/7 ain't gonna get you nowhere. And doing all this extra shit with this obsession you got with CM Punk, the shit ain't gonna get you nowhere, my nigga. Simple as. Like, But I do feel some sympathy for Drew McIntyre. It's just, yeah, bro. He was just the right nigga at the wrong time. That's what it was. And that's why my video, that's exactly, excuse me, that's exactly what my video of just self-broken dreams was. Of just him being the right guy. But at time, he was the right guy at the time where shit wasn't right.
Chosen one. Who chose you? Who? What was his name? Huh? You got the balls to say you're the chosen one? Tell me.
Can you say the same, John Cena? Or was it one guy in an office who chose you who's not here anymore and we don't talk about it?
Chosen one.
CM Punk and Cody Rhodes up there. Jones. You can definitely. The argument about this is pretty much like Vince McMahon most certainly didn't like this nigga. Most certainly. Triple H didn't like this nigga at one point. But to think about it, it's like these niggas did choose y'all. These niggas did like push y'all to be the like the way Vince was pushing these niggas, you would think they was the best wrestlers on in any type of multiverse or planet. Like you would think they could beat anybody in the world. That's how I used to think. That's how powerful the influence is on kids when it comes to WWE. Like you can push anything on anybody, on any kid. Like, because yeah, well, obviously as a kid you can't easily influence people, but at the same time, like, how do I say this? Kids are gonna grow up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna realize that everything about the shit is a facade. Even Ronda Rousey, even Ronda Rousey. And I knew I said I wasn't gonna talk about this bitch again, but at the same time, it's just Ronda Rousey is another part of the experiment. You know what I'm saying? She was pushed to be a good person. She's a former UFC fighter. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Was pushed to be the best. You know what I'm saying? She ain't no different than Brock Lesnar because the only difference between her and Brock Lesnar is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, she actually competed on like Monday Night Raw and stuff like that. Y'all know Brock Lesnar don't compete on nothing but pay-per-views. So she ain't really no different. And essentially, and I'm gonna make a video about this too, very, very soon, probably after the whole, you know what I'm saying, series. But the Vince McMahon, to be a Vince McMahon guy, you most certainly have to be at above 6 foot tall, got combat sports experience, and act like you're a good guy. Hell, you don't even gotta do that. You don't even gotta do that, my nigga. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have muscles. You gotta be over 200 pounds. You gotta be a combat sports athlete, UFC. You get what I'm saying? And you gotta make sure the kids love you. That's essentially what it is. Like, and Ronda Rousey is a perfect example. And when people started to see through that, they booed her, and nobody liked her. Like, I honestly didn't understand why people were even excited about that in the first place, considering the fact that Ronda Rousey won a championship, didn't deserve it, whatever, and main evented the first women's main event WrestleMania. Like, she just didn't deserve it, in my opinion. Like, I don't care how much you think she's the best. Mike, Drew McIntyre. In ring, Drew McIntyre. Theme music, Drew McIntyre. Finisher, Drew McIntyre. Popularity, I mean, he is the face and he's the heel. So I guess you can go with him. Aura, Drew McIntyre. When y'all know the answer to this shit. Um, Drew McIntyre doesn't win a world title by the end of 2025 with throwing hands. Reports were saying in December last year that he was set to be quote unquote the main focus heading into 2025. Those words better be true. I pray his booking changes for the better after WrestleMania. I mean, me too, man, because Drew McIntyre did a lot in 2024. Had feud of the year, won Mic of the year. You know what I'm saying? Him and Liv Morgan carried the vast majority of 2025. And Cody Rhodes, despite his fucking mediocre title reign. Like, if we're being real, like, I really don't understand. I'm saying like too much. But anyways, the booking has just been so bad for Drew McIntyre. Like, why is he even fighting Damian Priest? Damian Priest barely gets any pop. And that's no disrespect to him, but this is facts. Like, I understand the stories there. I understand the championships, Drew McIntyre being cheated out of it, the money in the bank cash in. Um, but yeah, bro, it's like we all know that it's just like Damian Priest, he's just not a guy that competes at like WrestleMania type level. Well, he can compete against anybody, but WrestleMania level is kind of like, okay, that's where we draw the line, especially with a main event type star in Drew McIntyre. He can't compete at that level. He's already shown this. Even though, yes, he has beaten Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, but that was just with the help of CM Punk and shit like that. Whatever. He was literally just a side character in a feud that won feud of the year. Who's that outside? But yeah, he was just a side character that held the championship. That's all Damian Priest was. So I do think Damian Priest is a good worker, but at the same time, competing at like main event peak type level is it's kind of insane. And on top of that, they made Damian Priest's whole title reign look like he was a transitional champion. I mean, he had title defense against Jey Uso. Couldn't win without the Judgment Day. Um, Seth Rollins couldn't win that one without Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. And I mean he could have beat Gunther, but like, the whole storyline with him and Finn Balor, whatever. But yeah, that's my take on that. But yeah, you can disagree with me if you want. But it's just I just don't think he's good enough to compete at Drew McIntyre's level. Now this is a tough one. Mike, Ty, in ring, Ty, theme music, Ty, no Roman, finisher, Ty, popularity, Roman, aura, Roman, storytelling, Roman. Yeah, Kevin Owens injured, Drew McIntyre carrying a bum. AJ Styles matched up against a fraud. Liv Morgan, no confirmed match. Solo Sikoa stuck in limbo. I'm not hyped for Mania. Only looking forward to Don winning the IC title. Um, hopefully the Intercontinental Championship does make it to WrestleMania because unless WWE has plans to do something with Dominic and his father again, with Rey Mysterio again, um, yeah, bro, I hope that does work out. Hopefully so. WWE season main event. John Cena gets up to make that. Beyond that, like, it's crucial for WWE to establish Aleister Black and Rusev as major heels the moment they return. Um, some top babyface to turn heels. That's the roster. I agree. Um, so some top babyface, like if Cody loses this match at WrestleMania, which he will, um, he can go heel because that's pretty much what everybody wants. Like, and if y'all ain't never seen Cody Rhodes turn heel before or be a heel, um, he MJF don't got nothing. How do I say this? If y'all seen, I keep fucking up my words. I'm sorry. Short term memory loss is fucking this. I don't even know what the words I want to say right now. That's how fucked up my short term memory loss is. Randy Orton don't got nothing on Cody Rhodes being the heel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my nigga. Rusev versus Gunther, Rusev versus Drew McIntyre, Rusev versus Chad Gable, Rusev versus Penta, Rusev versus CM Punk, Rusev versus Cody Rhodes, Rusev versus LA Knight. Fuck that. Hmm. I just said I got you. Drew. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, hopefully he is okay. I heard about this. I low key thought Roman Reigns was gonna lose this match. I really thought he was gonna lose this match because it's in Drew McIntyre's wheelhouse, his backyard, and Drew McIntyre just getting his championship back. That's what I thought it was. But then Solo Sikoa popped out of nowhere. Like, well, you know what's funny? I was literally just watching Solo Sikoa on NXT the other day. Like before that, before this whole match happened. And then he comes out of nowhere. Cause I had already, I'm not like everybody else. I had already knew who Solo Sikoa was before that whole thing. But I understand a lot of people don't watch NXT, so yeah, I kind of didn't really pay too much mind to it. I ain't entertaining as much. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Because I gotta think of some video ideas, but yeah.